everyone, it's time for another spooky video, and before I get into tonight's spooky video, I wanted to say that if my hair looks different, it's because I just recently got a haircut. I definitely needed it. My hair was getting way too long and I'm loving the change. Also, I have a new llama friend behind me and his name is Cusco. I named him that off of The Emperor's New Groove or something like that, and I have an obsession with llamas. That's something that most people probably do not know about me, but I thought that I would introduce him to you guys because he is going to be in the back from now on. Tonight's spooky video is going to be all about an outer body experience or out of body experience or astral projection, whichever you prefer to call it. I've always called it outer body experience for some reason, but it's all the same thing. And I am going to have some special guests in my video tonight, and that is my parents. And they have astral projection stories of their own that I thought would be cool if they shared on camera. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what an outer body experience is. An outer body experience happens while you're sleeping, and it's basically a feeling like you're floating outside of your body, and in some cases you can actually see your physical body lying there on the bed while you're floating above it. It has several different names, which I just mentioned: out-of-body experience, outer body experience, astral projection, soul travel, and spirit walking. An outer body experience can be caused from several different things, such as drugs, if you had a near-death experience, if you just got out of surgery, you had a brain trauma, different things of that nature. 1 in 10 people have experienced astral projection at least once or several times in their life, and I've never experienced it personally, but I think that it will be kind of neat too, but also scary at the same time, and I'll get into that here in just a few seconds. So people who have an experience with astral projection are in a lucid dream type of state. You know, they're getting ready to fall asleep, they're very relaxed, or they've been asleep for a little while and it happens shortly after. A lot of the times it happens when your sleep wasn't so deep. Basically, if your sleep's not that deep because of different things that are in your home, like different noises, if you have an illness or you're put through emotional stress, exhaustion, or you're just, frequently waking up. For most people who have had an experience with astral projection, and I'm sorry if I keep saying that throughout this video, it's going to get kind of annoying, they feel as though they're awake. They don't feel like they're asleep, or they also experience sleep paralysis with their astral projection, which is very freaky to me. And that was why I said I'm kind of scared to do it. Like, I would love to try it out at some point because there is a way that you can do it yourself. Some people, it comes to them naturally, and some people can teach themselves to do it, and I'd love to do that at some point. However, you can have good experiences and you can also have bad experiences with astral projection, and I would just be too afraid that I would have a negative experience with it. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the creepy movie, which if you're on my channel, I'm sure you have seen it. Insidious. Oh my god. The first time I seen that movie, it scared the living crap out of me. But basically, in the movie, there's this little boy who, he experiences astral projection, and he's able to see different beings and all this other creepy stuff. Basically, it is believed that your soul can detach from your body, from your physical body, and it can visit different locations. It is believed that your soul is attached to your physical body through an invisible silver cord, which is either attached to your belly button or, at the top of your head where your third eye is, or your pineal gland, or however you say it. I made a whole video on the third eye, so if you guys don't know what that is, I will leave that video in the description so you can go check it out. But it can be located in one of those places, I'm not sure which one. In some cases, people have been able to see this cord while they were having an outer body experience. I've also heard that this cord can never be broken. Some people say that, it could break, loosen after a while, but I've heard that, it's not possible for it to actually break. unless you die. Sometimes whenever you're having those kind of like falling dreams where you're falling down like an empty elevator shaft, which I've actually had, you know, or like you jerk yourself awake or jump, that's actually when your soul is coming back to your body. You can basically be or go anywhere or visit anyone with astral projection. And you can also visit different realms, which I found really interesting. So you could probably, you know, meet both types of spirits, you know, demons and angels. But it also sounds cool because you could probably go up into outer space, like into places that human beings never could really go before. You could actually do with astral projection, which I find very cool but freaky at the same time. It will kind of feel like, you know, you're either floating or like you're flying. You could probably fly to different places if you wanted to. Basically, there's like a whole another world out there that you can explore. And I think it's kind of like the exact same thing as lucid dreaming. It might not be the exact same thing, or it just kind of goes hand in hand with lucid dreaming. Some people may even experience visions of the past or the future. It's said that space and time do not exist on the astral plane. And I've also heard that negative astral projection only happens if you have like a fear of it. If you're thinking about it before you go to sleep, you know, if you just think that you're going to have a negative experience, more than likely you will have a negative experience. So if you think positive things, you will more than likely have a positive experience. It just kind of goes with whatever you're thinking of. And I would like to try it out at some point, but I'm just very nervous about doing that. Yeah, now I am going to bring my parents in separately because I don't have enough room for all three of us to sit in like one chair. I will be right back. This is my mama. She's going to talk about her astral projection experience.
I went to bed one night, and then I woke up. Well, I really didn't wake up. I was asleep, still asleep. And I was over top of my body, my husband's body. And then I went through the wall into her room. I was like, I can see him sleep. I even seen myself sleeping and my husband sleeping. When I come through the walls from her room, went straight through the bathroom wall and come into here, which was my oldest daughter's bedroom, which is her bedroom now. And I could see them all sleeping. And what was creepy about it was I could hear a noise in my ears. It sounded like air rushing through my ears. It was going
kind of like you were flying or something, like you were flying through the walls.
Yeah. And I was kind of wigged out a little bit. I don't know what was going on. I thought I had passed away in my sleep, but I didn't.
You didn't remember like how you got back in your body?
Nope, I don't remember how I got back in my body. But when I woke up the next morning, I was freaked out and I told my husband. But that was the creepiest thing that had ever happened to me because I was wigged out.
That was it?
Yep. Tinker.
Stinky, say hello. She's got to be with my mom 24/7. Thank you for sharing your experience with me and my subscribers. And now we'll do Daddy. Now this is my dad, and he had a little bit of a astral projection experience when he was a kid.
When I was younger and before I even got married and stuff, I kind of had this like tape, a cassette tape that I played, and it was kind of like a relaxing music, and I kind of lay down. I was kind of like experimenting with it, kind of relaxed and got calm in a calm state. I was kind of like relaxed, laying on my back, and all of a sudden I kind of like felt like from my feet going up so far, felt like I was kind of like floating, and like parts of me was like coming out of my body, and I couldn't go. After I got up to like a certain part close to my chest, I couldn't go no farther because I was kind of like scared to go any farther, and so I didn't really get to go completely all the way. So I just kind of like came back to myself. I didn't really go that far, but that's kind of like one of my experiences with it.
Thank you for talking about it with me and my subscribers. So that was all I had on astral projection for right now. I was thinking of making a video on lucid dreaming, but it's almost the same thing. I mean, I don't think it is the same thing. It just kind of goes hand in hand together. But I don't know. Leave me a comment and let me know if you think that I should, because I don't know if there will be a point in it, so let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already and become a morbid maniac. And feel free to leave me a comment if you've ever had a astral projection experience. What happened? And also, what do you think of astral projection? Would you ever try it? And what are your thoughts on my parents' experiences? Feel free to let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Then talk about her, what was that? Talk about her, what was that?
And now Rocco's on our lap, and Carla was on our lap a minute ago. Say hi, Rocco. Say what up, Rocco, like that commercial, a Progressive commercial. What up, Rocco?